Hello everyone, I hope you all are doing well. So here I came up with the attractive designs like this, the table design you could see now. So this kind of designs, how we need to do using SolidWorks, we're gonna see. So I'm gonna bring series of exercises on the same thing later on, and you could say this is the rendered image by using the keyshot rendering software, and this is one more, just a simple render, nothing else. Okay, let's start with this. So how we need to design it, we'll see. I'm gonna refer the top plane here. I'll create this simple circle of dimension, you can take 500 mm, and now I'll simply draw the line kind of diameter we can refer. This is the horizontal line. One more line I'll draw it like this, which I'm going to consider for the pattern instances to vary. So this is the angle, so 5 degrees I'll take. So these two 90-degree, or make it perpendicular, okay, if you want. So next thing, I'll draw a line like these. So these two lines should be perpendicular to the reference. These two perpendicular to each other. Now I'll trim this extra extended lines, and now I'll use the 3-point arc. I'll draw something like this, and I'll define the tangents between these two. Now I don't want this circle and these all the reference lines which I had created, so I'll simply turn it to construction, and again I need to close the sketch. I'll use again 3-point arc. I'll set this point and this point. I'll refer the previous circle. Now this is the closed sketch. Now I'll use this particular closed sketch as a reference. I'll create a feature out of it. I'll use the thin feature. I'm gonna define the dimension. Let's say I'll take it thickness, height is 25 and thickness is also 25. Take it, reverse the direction. Okay, so now I'll use the pattern here, linear pattern. So reference is this face. I'll take the 20 instances, 25 mm height, like each instance cap. So feature is this. Now here we have the advanced option, that is instances to vary. So I'll select the diameter. Here I'll add the increment. So let's say I'll take it as 25 for just reference. You could see the preview. And this is the angle. I'll take it as 5 degrees increment. You could see this is how it's gonna look like. Yeah, let me just even consider the thickness of it. So zoom in and consider this. So I'll add 1 mm increment for each and every instances. 20 instances are there, no? So I'll try to increase the value here. I'll take it 50. This is how it looks like. So if I try to increase the same thing again, let's instead of 50, I'll take it 60. Yeah, it won't. It has some internal errors due to the geometry. I'll use 50 only. Yep, this is fine. So you can simply click on green shape. So these are the advanced options and patterns. Okay, now this is done. I need to create the bottom supporting structure. I'll refer this the sketch only. So I'll just extrude it. So while extruding, reverse the direction and add the draft if needed. So I'll add the thickness up to 100 and draft angle. Reverse the direction outwards draft. So I can enter the value instead of just clicking like this. Let me just take it as 45. Okay, looks good. So now I'll add the shell for this of thickness, let's say 10. I think this is too short, so it has some issues. It might fail if you just keep it like this. So I'll add the 25 mm thick only. This is fine, right? So on the top surface, I'll create circle. The diameter you can consider around I'll define it manually. Z shortcut 2500 is. Yep, so you can extrude this. Can take the thickness here. 100 is too much. Try to reduce it to 10. 10 is too thin. Make it 20. Okay, 50 is fine. Oh yeah, I need to apply the appearance for this now. So what you can do is I'll apply the fillets first. For all the edges it is 5. That's okay. You can select it manually. You can even use the quick access tools, but it is not going to help you. I'll select all the edges one by one. Yep, that looks good. So green check. Now this is fine. I'll go to the appearance. So from the appearance, let me just apply the glass appearance first. So I'll drag and drop it. This is fine for the body. And now the bottom one, apply the wood, organic. From there, wood. Can try this. Okay, same thing for the bottom supporting structure. Can go to the same thing. Yeah, so this is how it looks like. Now this is quite simple, right? To make this kind of structures, instead of using the what are the structure which I had used, you can try with the different options like heart symbol or like uh, different kinds of structures you can try, and we can use this advanced feature, that is linear pattern and instances to vary. So I'll try to decrease the thickness to 25. So yeah, now this is fine. The length is quite small. I'll increase it to 2002. 50 is fine. Control B. Yeah. Now this is done. Next thing is I need to render it. Can use the SolidWorks visualize. If it is not available, you can use the keyshot as well. But SolidWorks visualize need the high-end graphics cards. If it is not supported, you can use the other rendering tools like keyshot and all. It doesn't require that much high-end graphics cards and all with respect to SolidWorks certified graphics and all. So you can activate the add-in. So I had already installed the keyshot, so with respect to that you can activate the connector for SolidWorks for the keyshot connector, and then from here directly you can import the models to the keyshot software. So you could see this is how the user interface look like. Showing extra update is there, I don't want it. Yeah, so you can switch to this. So let's say this one, it will take diffuse by default. I'll change it to glass. Now polished wood from the SolidWorks, it recognized as diffused only. From the material, I'll add the wood directly. You can see these are the multiple types of woods are available. So it has the vast amount of material library. Okay, this keyshot tool is quite advanced and you can use it. It will take a short period of time to just render your models. So you can try different appearances. So whichever you feel fine, you can try. See, this is how it looks like. You can even define the lighting options. So presets, it is product. You can change it to custom or jewelry basics. You can try. So for this, the product will suit, and even you can uncheck the ground illusion and the self shadows and all. You can just set it to 1. Okay, this looks fine. You can go to render option as we do have on SolidWorks. So here you can simply select the format type. I'll select the PNG and the resolution type. You can name it. I'll select the, yeah, this one. This is okay for me. And the DFI, you can change it. The file location, I'll define it as desktop to just easy search. DFI, I'll set it to 1000. Can render it directly. Okay, so you can maximize it. So within fraction of seconds, it will render your model. This is how it's gonna look like. Let's say I want to add some other appearance. You can just add it. And I want this render with high resolution. So you can use the options tab. From here you can able to select the samples maximum and the pixel size as well, and just render it. Okay, like this you can able to create the rendered images. Yep, so I hope you got it, how to create this kind of decorative designs for your models and all. So that's all about this session. Thank you guys, stay tuned, bye everyone.